Sadly, Ian Kerr's had to step down, which is a big blow for the club. What is being done to find a replacement?
We've obviously, when Ian, as you say, sadly was taken ill, we had to find somebody to come in fairly short notice, and Neil Richardson admirably filled in that role for a number of weeks. And I think, had it have happened, well, not that we would have wished it to happen, but had it happened, at a different time, then maybe Neil might have been a long-term replacement for Ian. I think travelling was the problem for Neil. He lives in Lincolnshire, and it was beginning to be a problem, especially with winter fast approaching. And we then looked round, and I mean, as we put out in the press, Eric Winstanley is at present looking after the youth players, and I would think we'd be in a position to make an announcement about a full-time position fairly shortly. But, the main thing was to make sure that the job was covered, and that the boys were getting the right amount of coaching and the right sort of coaching.
If I can finish with a question that quite often comes up, which is, this club has got a very proud tradition of youth, and certainly I think it's something which we'd all like to see maintained. But do you think the club could do more to get youngsters from the York area, and especially thinking about the success you've had with Alex Rhodes, who's come from York College?
I do, and again, this is without sort of wishing to sort of say that things that have probably changed from the past, but I think we have to look more to local players, and in one of the things that I use is that when there was the funding available, we were able to offer a 2-year apprenticeship with accommodation. Obviously, we had the house that Brian and Jenny Neves used to look after on 33 Grosvenor Road, so we were able to bring lads in from further afield, put them up in accommodation and look after them. Obviously, with some of the cutbacks that we've had and the loss of funding, these are the sort of areas that we've had to look at. So now, the lads that are coming down from the northeast at the moment, one of the parents has gone and got 2 GNER travel passes for them for sponsorship, which helps with their travel, because we weren't in a position as a club to be able to offer that sort of assistance. So we will, I think, in future years have to look to certainly a closer area to bring in the local talent. And I think it was borne out by the fact that Selby gave us such a good game on Friday night, and they were an absolute credit to the club there. And I had sort of, well, I wouldn't say divided loyalties, but I live midway between the two teams. So, but they had some good players, and I thought it was, for me personally, very interesting to see a 17-year-old lad called Topping playing out there. Because when I started watching York City Football Club, there was a 17-year-old lad called Topping playing out there, and it was father and son, Chris and James. And I mean, I thought he did well, but they had some good players. So I think we've got to look more locally to certainly look to the future of the club.
Well, good luck with the struggle to keep it all afloat, and thanks very much for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you.